Discover the best-kept secrets of the Netherlands, curiosities, and unexpected facts beyond Amsterdam. Did you know that the Netherlands has more bicycles than inhabitants? Or that in this small country, dams and windmills are not only part of its history, but are still vital to its survival today? The Netherlands, or better known as Holland, is much more than most people imagine. If you only know Amsterdam and its famous canals, get ready to discover a nation full of curiosities, unique traditions, and amazing technological advances. In this video, I'll take you on a fascinating tour of this country's hidden wonders, from its bicycle culture to its innovations in renewable energy. But before we begin, let me ask you, would you like to know some of Holland's best-kept secrets? Are you ready to be surprised by facts you've probably never heard before? Stay with us and discover all that Holland has to offer beyond the obvious. The Netherlands, or as it is commonly called, Holland, is a country full of history, culture, and nature that goes far beyond the typical image we all have of Amsterdam with its canals and bicycles. Although the capital is famous for its architecture and nightlife, the true essence of the country lies in its small towns, its traditions, and a surprising amount of technological and social innovations that have left a deep mark on the world. Here, we invite you to discover facts and curiosities you may not have known about this fascinating European country. One of the first things that surprises first-time visitors to the Netherlands is the feeling of being in a flat country. In fact, the country is one of the lowest in the world, with about a third of its territory situated below sea level. To prevent flooding, the country has developed a system of dikes, pumps and canals that is considered one of the most advanced in the world. This system has not only allowed the country to survive, but has also given rise to a profound relationship with water. A clear example of this are the famous windmills, which not only make for a picturesque image, but historically were crucial for draining water and keeping the land habitable. The Netherlands' relationship with water goes beyond dams and windmills. One of the most striking curiosities is that, in the 17th century, the country pioneered the creation of the first bath therapy. The Quich spa, which is still in operation today, is considered the first in Europe to use thermal water for health treatments. This advancement in personal care reflects the constant innovation of the Dutch, who never stop in their quest to improve the lives of their citizens. The bicycle, of course, is another essential icon in the Netherlands. The country is famous for its bicycle-friendly infrastructure, with more than 35,000 kilometers of dedicated bike lanes. In fact, there are more bicycles than inhabitants in the Netherlands, an impressive figure of approximately 18 million bicycles for only 17 million people. However, bicycles are not only a means of transportation, but also a real part of the culture. Many of the Dutch are so comfortable on two wheels that they can do everything from carrying their children to transporting furniture on specially designed bicycles. When talking about unusual transportation, we should also mention the famous high-speed trains in the Netherlands. Although the high-speed rail system is not unique to the country, the Thalys train, which connects Amsterdam to Paris, is one of the fastest and most efficient in Europe, reaching speeds of up to 186 miles per hour, 300 kilometers per hour. The country has also pioneered the development of rail technology with solar-powered trains, underscoring its commitment to sustainability. A fascinating fact about Dutch society is that it is one of the most liberal countries in terms of drug laws. Although the sale and possession of drugs such as marijuana is strictly regulated, personal consumption is not a crime in itself, and there are coffee shops where tourists can legally consume cannabis. However, the Dutch system emphasizes addiction prevention and treatment of users, reflecting a pragmatic and humanitarian approach to the issue. The famous tulip zone in the Netherlands is another example of how nature is intertwined with the country's history. Tulips are undoubtedly one of the country's most iconic flowers, and the Netherlands is known for being the largest exporter of tulips in the world. The curious thing is that, although tulips are now a flower synonymous with the Netherlands, this flower originated in Central Asia. It was Dutch traders who brought them to the country in the 16th century, and from then on, they were cultivated and became a national symbol. Every spring, the Tulip Festival is celebrated with an impressive display of flowers in the fields, which attracts thousands of tourists every year. Another great pride of the Netherlands is its education system, considered one of the best in the world. The Dutch education system is known for its focus on equal opportunities, with a high rate of schooling and a significant percentage of young people continuing their studies at university. Rather than a strictly hierarchical approach, the Dutch education system encourages critical thinking and active participation by students, allowing them to develop as autonomous individuals. In fact, more than 50% of young people in the Netherlands attend universities or colleges, demonstrating the importance placed on education in society. The Netherlands is also famous for its great diversity of architecture. From the ancient canals of Amsterdam to the modern skyscrapers of Rotterdam, architecture in the Netherlands is a blend of tradition and innovation. Rotterdam, in particular, was almost completely destroyed during World War II, leading to an architectural renaissance that has turned the city into a laboratory of modern urban design. Among the city's most famous creations are the Cube of Houses, Kubuswoningen, a series of tilted cube-shaped houses designed by architect Piet Blom. On the sports front, soccer is undoubtedly the most popular sport in the Netherlands, but the passion for sport doesn't stop there. The country is also a world leader in sports such as speed skating and cycling. In skating, the Dutch have won an impressive number of medals at the Winter Olympics, while in cycling, both road and track, they have dominated international competitions for decades. Moreover, cycling is such an essential part of everyday life that there are cities where road cycling events are considered a national holiday. Beyond soccer fields and cycling tracks, the Netherlands has been a world leader in sustainability and renewable energy. The Dutch government has launched several initiatives to reduce carbon emissions and promote the use of renewable energy sources, especially wind power. In 2023, the Netherlands generated around 10% of its electricity from wind power, and the country has invested heavily in the construction of both onshore and offshore wind farms. This commitment to sustainability is also reflected in recycling policies, where the Dutch have a recycling rate of over 50%, one of the highest in the world. In addition, the healthcare system in the Netherlands is widely considered one of the best in the world. The healthcare system in the Netherlands is universal, which means that all residents have access to medical care, regardless of their economic status. The quality of care in hospitals is exceptional, and the country has an average life expectancy of 82 years, one of the highest in Europe. This is a reflection of the government's investment in public health and the well-being of its citizens. Life in the Netherlands is also known for its high quality and general well-being. According to the UN Human Development Report, the Netherlands ranks among the top in terms of quality of life, which includes not only health and education, but also the overall satisfaction level of citizens. This healthy and balanced environment has been crucial to the creation of a prosperous and equitable society, where diversity and inclusiveness are the norm. Finally, we cannot talk about the Netherlands without mentioning its gastronomy. Although traditional Dutch food does not have the international fame of other European cuisines, it has a variety of dishes that reflect the culture and history of the country. From the famous stamppot, a potato and vegetable stew, to the delicious Dutch cheeses, which are exported all over the world, Dutch food is hearty and delicious. In addition, the Netherlands is known for being one of the gastronomic capitals of Europe, with an excellent range of high-end restaurants, making Amsterdam a must-see destination for food lovers. In short, the Netherlands is much more than its famous capital. This country has a rich history, a vibrant culture, an impressive capacity for innovation, and an unwavering commitment to sustainability and the well-being of its citizens. From its unique relationship with water to its advances in technology, the Netherlands remains a role model for the rest of the world. So, the next time you think of this small but mighty country, remember that there is much more to it than meets the eye. Holland, or more correctly the Netherlands, is a country full of surprises that goes far beyond what is shown in its famous canals or the colorful flowers in its fields. Dutch culture is rich in tradition, but it is also marked by a continuous search for modernity. The Dutch have a deep connection with nature, but are also known for their pragmatism and open-mindedness. In fact, the concept of Calvinism has greatly influenced Dutch society, promoting values such as independence, personal responsibility, and equality. Tolerance is one of the fundamental pillars of their identity, and this is reflected in their openness towards different religions, beliefs, and lifestyles. This attitude of acceptance has been key in the development of a plural and diverse society, in which people feel free to be who they are, without fear of being judged. One of the most characteristic traditions of the Netherlands is the celebration of Sinterklaas, which is celebrated on December 5th. It is a holiday that, although similar to Christmas in some respects, has its own peculiarities. During this celebration, Sinterklaas, a figure that resembles Santa Claus, arrives in the Netherlands from Spain on a boat and is greeted by children with joy and enthusiasm. He is known for bringing gifts and sweets, and is often accompanied by his helpers, the Zwarte Piet, characters that have been the subject of controversy due to discussions about the racism implicit in their depiction. Despite the criticism, the holiday remains one of the most anticipated in Dutch culture, marking the start of the Christmas season with parades and celebrations throughout the country. The Netherlands is also known for its unique approach to art and creativity. Amsterdam, as the country's cultural capital, is home to some of the world's most prestigious museums, such as the Van Gogh Museum, which contains the largest collection of works by the Dutch painter. The influence of the great masters of Baroque art and the Dutch Golden Age is evident in every corner of the city. But in addition to the great museums, the city is full of modern art galleries, and the Dutch in general have encouraged creativity over the centuries. Art, in the Netherlands, is not just a form of expression, but a true way of life, permeating all aspects of society. In fact, the Netherlands is known for its excellent education in the arts, with several universities offering world-renowned art programs. In addition, the country has a long tradition of design, and Dutch graphic and interior design are considered some of the best in the world. The love of bicycles also reflects the country's culture. While not a new development, the bicycle infrastructure in the Netherlands is second to none. In addition to being an efficient and environmentally friendly form of transportation, bicycles in the Netherlands are an integral part of the lifestyle. Bicycles are not only for getting around, but the Dutch use them for a variety of everyday activities, such as shopping, taking children to school, or even as a tool for business. In many Dutch cities, bicycles take precedence over cars, making the streets a space where coexistence between different means of transport is encouraged. A little-known curiosity is that the Netherlands has a great relationship with mushroom cultivation. In fact, the country is one of the world's leading producers and exporters of mushrooms, especially mushrooms. Dutch agriculture has been a global benchmark in terms of efficiency and sustainability, and mushroom production is no exception. Mushrooms are not only cultivated on a large scale, but also form part of the country's traditional gastronomy, with dishes incorporating them in very creative ways. In addition, the Netherlands has been a pioneer in research into mushroom cultivation and their use for medicinal purposes. Speaking of gastronomy, Dutch cheese is a topic of conversation in itself. Although there are many types of cheese, Gouda and Edam are the most internationally famous, and are produced in large quantities in the country. However, the Netherlands is not limited to these traditional cheeses. Cheese is a central part of the festivities, and in towns such as Alkmaar, the traditional cheese market is held, where huge wheels of cheese are sold in an atmosphere that looks like something out of a medieval movie. It is one of the most authentic experiences that tourists can live in the Netherlands, a journey full of history, flavor, and tradition. Cheese markets are just one of the manifestations of the deep connection that the Dutch have with their land and their local products. One more characteristic that distinguishes the Netherlands is its approach to housing. Although many people think of the country as consisting solely of country houses or large mansions, in reality, much of the population lives in small apartments in cities such as Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Utrecht. However, one of the most peculiar elements of housing in the Netherlands is the famous houseboat. These houses, which are built on water in canals or lakes, offer a unique way of living in a city. The popularity of houseboats has increased in recent decades, especially in Amsterdam, where traditional housing prices have skyrocketed. Houseboats offer an ecological and creative alternative for those who wish to live closer to nature. In terms of daily life, the Netherlands has a unique working and living environment. The working day in the country is relatively short compared to other countries and focuses more on productivity than on the number of hours worked. This has allowed the Dutch to have a good quality of life, with a balance between work and leisure time. In addition, the country is known for its gender equality policies, being one of the first to legalize same-sex marriage in 2001, and always at the forefront in terms of human rights and feminism. Social equality extends to all aspects of life, from work to politics, and the Netherlands is an example to follow in terms of integrating diverse communities into an inclusive society. The Netherlands is also famous for its history of exploration. In the 17th century, during the Golden Age, the Dutch were pioneers in shipping and international trade, founding colonies all over the world. The Dutch East India Company was one of the first multinational corporations, and Dutch navigators left an indelible mark on global history. Explorations by the likes of Abel Tasman, after whom Tasmania was named, and Willem Barent's expedition to the Arctic demonstrate the daring and adventurous spirit of the Dutch during that period. These achievements are celebrated in museums and institutions throughout the country, reminding visitors of the important role the Netherlands played in the world over the past centuries. The diversity of landscapes in the Netherlands is also remarkable. Despite being such a small country, it offers a surprising variety of natural environments, from the vast and tranquil polder areas to the beautiful North Sea coasts. The Low Countries region, in its most literal sense, is not only flat, but also boasts wetland areas, forests, and nature parks, making the Netherlands an ideal place for lovers of hiking and ecotourism. In short, the Netherlands is much more than tulip fields and windmills. They are a modern, progressive nation that is respectful of its past, one that values both innovation and tradition, and one that continues to influence the world through its art, technology, and social approach. From its famous tolerance to its impressive history of exploration and art, this small country has managed to leave a profound mark on world history, all while moving forward with a vision for a sustainable and equitable future. I hope this tour of the Netherlands has opened your eyes to the cultural, historical, and natural richness of this unique country. If you were surprised by how many fascinating things you can still discover, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the Evolving World channel. By subscribing, you will not only be part of a community that explores the world from a different perspective, but you will also be aware of upcoming videos full of interesting and entertaining information. Also, if you want to continue learning and discover more ways to improve your life and finances, I invite you to visit our website at selfmatamillionaires.online, where you will find valuable resources and tips to continue your path to success. Don't miss it.